Alright, welcome to my little tutorial on how to get started with Choice of Voice or Dub Pack Editor. Here you can see two of the download options. You can either get it from Game Banana, or you can go to my GitHub and click this top link right here, and that'll download the zip file. Once you download it, you're going to want to right click on the zip file and extract it. And once you extract it, you'll be left with something that looks like this. If you're having issues, you might want to try right-clicking to run as admin first. But otherwise, you can just left-click twice to open it up. So here you can see there's the front page. You can type in your project name, and then you can grab a link, or you can upload a file, your choice. Once you click download, it will automatically grab that link for you, and here I'm putting in the time frame loosely to what I want it to be. You'll see here in a little bit that you can change the total output length down at the bottom for the export. Okay, I've jumped ahead and now the video is downloaded and now it's playing. There's no audio just because I didn't want to get copyright claimed here. So up here is where you can add characters. So I'm going to go ahead and add Peter. And I'm going to add Aunt May. If you mistype it, you can rename it. Over here is the zoom slider. It lets you zoom in and out of the timeline. And then also here is the new waveform feature, which shows the waveform. This is a pretty quiet video that I grabbed. I grabbed something random from YouTube, but other waveforms would show up better. This one just happens to be quiet, so I've boosted it all the way up. In the middle, above the timeline, there's this read YouTube transcript. If the YouTube video has a transcript, it will grab it for you and it will list it out. Okay, to add a caption, you can click Add Caption at Playhead. I have Aunt May selected here, but I can just drag it up to Peter. Oh, it's actually May that speaks first, so I can go ahead and move that back down. Then you can type what the person says, and then you can make sure that there's enough edge on each side, so it gives the voice actor enough time to speak. Okay, so I've added most of the voice clips now. So now I'm going to go ahead and find the end of my clip that I want to leave it on. So I think right about here, if I select here in the timeline, and then I click Use Playhead for where the export end should be, then that will cut off the rest of the video that I don't want. Same for the front. I can cut it right about here, and it will only export starting from this point. Okay, and then once you have that done, on the right here, you can add an author name, you can add a README, and you can also add an icon. This has to be a PNG, just because of the format that Choice of Voicer uses. So I'm just going to grab a screenshot. Okay, so scrolling down here, you can see the export area has a little bit of information. But most importantly, there's this video quality slider. If your export ever fails and it talks about an encoder error, you can decrease the quality of that slider, and that tends to help. Over here, you can notice these red dots in the middle of the captions. Those are the images that'll be displayed whenever the dub shows up in the game. So usually I try to make those so it's the person who's talking. Okay, so these look good. So now I can click Export Pack, and then it's going to do its thing. It can take a while depending on how long your clip is. If you don't feel like waiting forever because you have a really long clip, you can reduce the video quality. It is just going to look pretty compressed whenever you actually do the dub in Choice of Voicer. Skipping ahead. It's about to be done. There we go. Now it shows where the pack was written to. It's it's in the output folder, and then where to copy it into for voice packs. So if you go to your output folder, it'll be there. There's the command panel. You got to keep that open for the project to work. So here's the output, Peter Tingle. You can copy and paste it into your pack_voice and choicer voicer, and then you should be good to just launch the game. You'll also see that the name gets added in front of the person's dialogue, so you can know who's speaking.
Hungry? Hungry? Hungry?
Hungry?
So sorry. I thought that you could sense that with your Peter Tingle.
Oh, so sorry. I thought you could sense that with your Peter Tingle.
So what's up? You can dodge bullets but not bananas?
So what's up? You can dodge bullets but not bananas?
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Please do not start calling it my Peter Tingle.
Please do not start calling it my Peter Tingle.
No, I just really need this vacation. I need a break.
No, I just really need this vacation. I need a break. 14%. Phenomenal. At a ripe 10 p.m. Try not to be loud. Hungry? Oh, so sorry. I thought you could sense that with your Peter Tingle. Please do not start calling it my Peter Tingle. So what's up? You can dodge bullets but not bananas? No, I just really need this vacation. I need a break. You deserve it. So you can see there, it kept the background audio of the music and, you know, the banana throw sound effect. But if it did not, there's a new feature called Keep Background, where it won't remove a certain bit. Also, if you're not wanting to dub over a character, but also not wanting their voice removed, you can also use that for that. So this will basically just make it so it's not removed from the background, in case it gets like mistaken as like a voice or something. You could probably also use this if there's background music that has lyrics and it's just the background music with lyrics for a long span of time. And if you want to keep that, it might not work 100%, so you might need to just replace it with your own backing track, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, that's basically it. If you have any issues, please either write them in the comments, or even better is go to the GitHub and make a issue ticket. If you can provide like maybe your project folder, that's usually pretty helpful for me figuring out what's wrong. Additionally, whenever you launch it, it may you know, give a flag to your malware blocker, and so you may need to click more info and then run anyways. I'm currently working on getting that fixed by getting a software certificate from Microsoft, but that costs money and I gotta figure out how to do it, but that's in the works for the future. Also in the works for the future is to eventually just get rid of the background command prompt and just make it a single UI system. But yeah, if there's any issues, feel free to let me know.